Our last tip of the week stays. Our last tip of the week is Sassuolo versus Torino. Now we have under 2.5 goals. It's 2.07 Pinnacle. It's another grade C. Kickoff 2 p.m. UK time on Sunday. All 7 of Sassuolo's home games versus Torino since they gained promotion 7 seasons ago have been under 2.5 goals. That's a big factor in why we've taken this pick. You could look at this current season and see that all of their home games have played out over 2.5 goals. And whilst it could be seen as a risk, we are taking it because it's a huge price. It's a huge price. Another deciding factor for us is that Udinese beat them 3-0 last weekend. And whilst they Another deciding factor on why we've picked them is that Udinese beat them 3-0 last weekend. Now you might think this isn't anything to do with this pick. Why are you thinking that? Well, Udinese are a team that Another deciding factor in why we've taken this pick is that Udinese actually beat Sassuolo 3-0 last weekend. We think that in this game, they're back at home. What they're going to do is play a very defensive game, certainly against Torino, who are in some very decent form, having beaten Roma and Bologna without conceding a goal in back-to-back games. So we reckon that Torino are going to have most of the possession and Sassuolo are going to sit back and try and basically play counter-attacking football, which isn't really going to work against a Torino back four, or back line rather. I don't know what position they're going to be playing. Another deciding factor in why we're taking this under is the fact that Udinese beat them 3-0 last weekend. Now, whilst that isn't a direct hasn't any. Another reason why we are taking the under in this game is because Udinese beat Sassuolo 3-0 last weekend, and that was an away fixture. Coming back home, we think that playing a very stellar. Another deciding factor on why we're playing the under is the fact that Udinese beat them 3-0 last weekend. Now they play a home fixture against a Torino side who have not conceded a goal in their last 2 games and have beaten Roma and Bologna in doing so. We think that Sassuolo are going to sit back and let Torino have the majority of the ball, and they're going to look to hit them on the counter-attack, which against Torino's back line I don't think is going to work very well. So if anyone wins the game, perhaps it's Torino, but not over 2.5 goals. So that's our reasoning. Our final fixture of the week, our final pick of the week, comes in the Lazio versus Sampdoria game. We've gone for over 2.5 goals at 1.64. That's with Pinnacle and another grade C. Astonishing, really, that you look at Lazio and you see that 15 of their 18 games this season have been over 2.5 goals. It's a remarkable record, really, and one that we see continuing. They are unbeaten at home. They are probably left frustrated with the amount of chances they had against Napoli last weekend and weren't able to convert. They were playing a defensive Napoli side. We saw that game wrong last weekend. We apologise. Sampdoria, on the other hand, have had over 2.5 goals games played against each of the three Our last pick of the weekend comes in the Lazio versus Sampdoria game. It's over 2.5 goals at 1.64 with Pinnacle. It's a grade C pick. The game kicks off at 5 p.m. UK time on Sunday. Lazio have had 15 over 2.5 goals games this season out of their 18 games, which is an astonishing turnaround for over 2.5 goals. We do see this continuing, obviously. They are unbeaten at home, and I think are going to be very frustrated about how the result last weekend finished. It was only 1-0, but they had so many chances to score more than just the one. I think they might take out their frustrations on Sampdoria, whose games versus top 3 opponents this season have all finished over 2.5 goals. So that really is our reasoning behind it. Also, I believe in the head-to-head there was a 2-2 last season, and also not too long ago a 7-3. So clearly these two like to score against one another.